Summer blazes in golden light, and it fades again with fall's first night. The seasons turn a perfect love, feel the echo bound by time. So make the most of every day, because before you know it, time slips away.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for being here tonight. That was a portion of our 2024 Ridge High School Marching Band Show. That's one of the extracurricular ensembles that we offer here at the high school. So let's give all those students a round of applause for that fantastic performance. And we absolutely can't wait to see many of the 8th graders in the near future and many of the 5th graders in the distant future out marching on the field with us. So we certainly hope you choose to join us. More information about that particular group will be coming out in the next couple of months. One of the other fantastic extracurricular ensembles that we have here at the high school is this group that's up here behind me, the Ridge High School Jazz Band. So you'll learn throughout the course of the night that the music-making opportunities and band opportunities here at Ridge extend far beyond the classroom. And the students that choose to partake in these ensembles are able to perform amazing routines like you just saw and amazing music like you're going to hear tonight. So I'd like to start off this evening by turning it over to Mr. Dan Zugale and the Ridge High School Jazz Band.
Thank you very much. That was Rushdong Pali on the tenor saxophone and Des Deal on the guitar. Thank you very much. So tonight, we had another number planned for you, but if you count up our saxophones, we're missing our lead alto. And that lead alto player was supposed to play a very beautiful and fun feature. So you're just going to have to come back to our April 2nd concert to hear that. And I also want to talk about there's another event coming up in May, which hopefully will be publicized soon, the Ross Farm Jazz Fest, which the jazz band will be opening up for. So that should be a lot of fun. And this is the big band. And now we're going to clear the stage for our small combo, and we'll be right back with that. You guys could squeeze back there a little bit, maybe. Just be closer to the drums. Maybe slide back a little bit. Okay, so while we're getting situated with the combo, this group is they just love to play and figure out tunes and work things out together. And that's really what what jazz is all about. So a little bit about Des and Jacob. I mentioned in the program that both of them are members of the Jazz House Kids big band, and they're both featured soloists, and both that band was selected as a finalist amongst bands from across the country for two very important festivals, the Essentially Ellington Festival and the Charles Mingus Festival. So both they will be playing in both of those festivals as featured soloists. So a big round of applause for that accomplishment. And now you're about to hear a little bit of what got them there. Take it away.
Thank you. That was a We Are the Village combo, and I want to introduce the band real quick. We got Jacob Kodani on the tenor saxophone. Got Chris Fozani on upright bass. Got Dylan Demsack on the drums. That was a song called Yes or No by Wayne Shorter, saxophonist. And next tune we're gonna play, it's by one of my favorite guitarists of all time, Pat Metheny. The song is called James. Hope you enjoy.
I'm Mrs. Plaguey. I teach 6th grade band at WAMS. This is the 5th grade mega band. It's a lot of kids. I didn't count. Mrs. Whiteley? Holy moly, Batman. 124 wonderful young musicians. Round of applause. It's pretty impressive. The current 6th grade band is 105 kids strong, so that's, I think you're winning. Don't tell them. They'll get grumpy. All right, so we've got two smashing hits here. The first one is by Ludwig von Beethoven. You may have heard of him. He was the one who was deaf. Yeah, it's a little ditty called Ode to Joy. He wrote it. It was important. We're going to play it, and we're going to do an awesome job. See you in a minute. It will be molto, not cute. Okay, deep breath. We got this. What's the worst that could happen? There's no toilets to fall into. All right. That's exactly what he wrote, so that was awesome. This one's called The Lost Kingdom, but don't worry, we're going to find it. Just stick together, okay? We won't get lost. It'll be found. Lost Kingdom? Okay. What's the last measure? I lost the last spatial discord. I'm at it now. No, I'm like literally not kidding. 57? 58? All right. Good luck to all of us. Usually in 6th grade band, I had to tell a joke there while the percussion finds where to go. You guys are on a roll. Call you butter. Oh, my bad, sorry. I'll take the blade back.
Okay, hi. Hello, band parents, band teachers, and my fellow band students. I hope you've had a great evening so far. That was the 5th grade band. They sounded great, right? Yeah, we love the 5th grade band, and tonight will be filled with even more wonderful music. The band program has gifted our district with so many talented students from all grades, and as a senior, I've been able to reflect on my time here. I was once a little 5th grader, just like the people who you just saw on the stage, and now I am a senior. I'm going to be going off to college, and I have grown so much as a musician. Believe it or not, my class was the first group of students that Miss Ferguson / Miss Honeymeter, that's what she was before she got married, had ever taught, and now I am a senior, and look at where we are now, and all the great things she's provided to our district. And Miss Whiteley has done an amazing job equally at the other schools, and all of them have done a great job, every staff member here. This includes Miss Plaguey, who just conducted, and her humor still stood out to me and brightens up every room. And Mr. Wong is actually the very reason why I decided to join marching band in my years of high school, which has really paid off because marching band has been the most fun I've had in high school, and every single one of you should do it, especially if you play mallets, because we need you guys. And yeah, some of my best high school memories have been after long rehearsals on Lee Field, and as a senior, I will miss all the friends and teachers who have contributed to my growth as a percussionist. I want to thank Miss Whiteley, Miss Ferguson, Mrs. Plaguey, Mr. Wong, B and Z, and our high school orchestra director, Miss Curran, and our choir director, Miss Beadle, and to all future band students in the room, please continue your music studies and let music forever be an important part of your life as it is in mine. Thank you very much for the great years, and now we are moving on to the concert band.
Yes, that was called Tuning Note. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. That first piece we played was a march called The Foot Lifter, and it was written back in the time around the Great Depression, and the composer said he wanted to write something that would lift people's feet and lift their spirits, so hopefully we were able to do that for all of you with that piece. Before we play our second selection, while I'm letting the percussion get situated, there's a few people I want to recognize in this ensemble, the concert band. The first of which is we had 2 students successfully audition and were accepted into the CJMEA Region Symphonic Band this past year, and they're both freshmen, which is incredibly impressive. So Shloka and Vishnu, Shloka on the flute, Vishnu on trumpet. You guys can stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. And they had a great time that weekend. It was awesome to get to watch them perform with that ensemble. Also, we have had a few people in this group switch instruments and pick up an instrument that we needed some more players on, because to make a band, you need all these instruments that you see up here. If we had all 70 of these students just playing the tuba, well, that would be really cool. It wouldn't really be a band. It would just be a lot of tubas. So the students that have picked up a new instrument and are either playing that tonight or are learning it, could you guys please stand to be recognized? Yeah, you could do it. Go ahead, stand up. Stand up. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. They always love when there's attention on them. You know, it's great, right? So honestly, we're very thankful for everyone who does that. And those of you that are going to come in and join this program, there are so many opportunities that could come to you by trying to learn a new instrument. And myself and Mr. Z are willing and able to teach you guys how to learn a new instrument should you want to do that. So at any point when you get up here to the high school and you're interested in trying something new, trying something that maybe we need in the ensemble, don't hesitate to ask us. We'd love to help you out with that. We have one more piece that we're going to play before the concert band is done, and it is the song How Far I'll Go from the movie Moana. So we hope you enjoy that. All right, thank you very much. We got one more set change. We're going to have the wind ensemble come up and join us. Let's give one more round of applause for the high school concert band, please.
Hello, my name is Sarah Plaut, and I'm a sophomore who plays trumpet. Last year I was in concert band, and this year I'm in wind ensemble. It would be impossible to overstate how much the band program has changed me as a person. The people here are, without a doubt, some of the kindest and sweetest in all of Ridge. Our community never fails to make me smile, whether it's in marching band, jazz band, wind ensemble, or concert band. Part of what makes our band program so special is the opportunity to meet and befriend upperclassmen and get to be a part of an amazing community filled with people with similar interests to you. There's something so incredible about coming together as a team to perform as a group. It's a truly amazing experience to be in an environment where every player, every instrument, every section has their own unique voice, but together we can all come together to create something bigger than ourselves. B&Z are amazing teachers that put their all into helping us achieve our best every single day. I could go on forever about how much I personally love band, but I'm sure that you can all already feel it from the atmosphere here that everyone here feels the same way. Band is a program like no other here at Ridge, and we would love to see you all here next year, 8th graders. Thank you and enjoy.
That was Sarah Plaut. Thank you very much. Come on up and tune the band, please. Thank you very much. So that was March and Procession of Bacchus from the opera Sylvia. But if you're anywhere close to my age and you recognize that first four measure introduction fanfare, you may recognize it from the theme song to the 1980s TV show Knight Rider, which was inspired by this very piece. Before we go on to our next number, there's some students that I'd like to recognize in here as well. Can I have all the students that were accepted into CJME Region Band stand up, please? Quite an accomplishment. And I'm going to make the people who were accepted into All-State stand up again. And just like the concert band, we are fortunate to have some people that have switched instruments to help us out. If they would please stand and be recognized. So this is a team that we're trying to field all the positions here. And we couldn't really do it without people making these switches and changing instruments and just the volunteering to help out. We put out a form for people to help with setup and take down and guiding the fifth graders wherever they need to go. And there were way more people that signed up to help than we could actually have help. Which is a testament to these great students and how willing they are to do what needs to be done, whether it's practicing their instrument, making an instrument change, or just helping out when we ask to make this go. So we thank you, students. We thank you, audience, for all your support and coming out and being with us tonight. Thank you very much. So this next one is called Curtain Call, and just kind of like that first piece that we played, you may recognize some of the quotations that you'll hear in this one from maybe Saturday morning cartoons or some kind of comedy routine. So we hope you recognize some of those kind of cliches of music and enjoy Curtain Call. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now we're going to bring up the William Allen 8th grade band to join us. High school, why don't you find your spot so that they could work their way in between?
All right, so while the 8th graders are getting set up, I just wanted to send out a couple thank yous. First of all, I want to thank all of you for showing up here tonight to hear all these fantastic students. I say this every concert, it's really awkward to perform for nobody. So we always appreciate having an audience, and we thank you all for your support of the programs and your children taking part in all of these fantastic programs here. This stage is filled with chairs and stuff, and I've been driving Mr. Barry crazy all week with new requests, so I want to send a huge thank you to Mr. Barry back there for doing the lights and the stage, helping us out. We can't do what we do here without support from administration. Our supervisor, Mr. Michael Fackelman, our principal, Dr. Russ Lazovic, are very supportive of everything that we do, always pop in to check in and see how things are going on. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you both for everything that you do. And another thing that Mr. Z and myself can't do is the students, when they get to the high school, are wonderful, as you're hearing right now. The talent that we're blessed to work with is incredible. But that talent has to get fostered somewhere, and it doesn't happen without great elementary and middle school band teachers. So I'd like to send a huge shout out and thank you to Mrs. Whiteley, Mrs. Ferguson, Mrs. Plaguey, and Mr. Wong for all the work that they do with these students before they get up here. And last but not least, a huge thank you to all the students who performed tonight for their fantastic work. Let's give them a round of applause. It's such a blessing to get to work with these students all the time. We've got one more piece, the combined finale here for you, but I just want to make an announcement on how we're going to get out of here after that. There are a lot of people here, and that foyer can get really crowded really quickly. So when we're done, all the 5th graders will be dismissed first to their locations where their bags are, and they can leave from there through the pack doors. Once they clear out, 8th graders will walk around that way back to the band room to get our stuff, and you can meet them down by the band room, which is the door with the awning outside. High schoolers, we will follow the 8th graders there, and they'll be dismissed down there as well. Thank you all again for coming out tonight. We've got one more song. We want to leave you with the music and not the talking, so here's Wicked. All right, we don't have any more music. Thank you very much. We can dismiss the 5th graders at this point, and then we'll leave from there. Thank you all so much for coming.